Tuesday again. Welcome to Tinkerer's Paradise. For those of you that are new here, I am Patty, the Tinkerer's wife. And it is New Year's Eve. And boy, the New Year's posts are running amok, aren't they? I am not going to do I'm not going to do the normal what's on my list for 2020 or looking back on 2019. I've done so much looking back that I'm really a little tired of looking back. And also, it's a little hard. Those of you who are new, my husband passed away in August, very suddenly of a massive heart attack. And life was turned upside down. So now I'm trying to get my feet under me and get moving forward. So I would say the only goals I have right now are the ones that I have to take care of immediately. And I really can't make goals beyond that because I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know, I'm probably going to have to be getting a job, and I have no idea what that kind of a job is going to be because what I'm trained for is working in horticulture, and I don't think physically I will be able to do that unless some miracle happens. With chronic pain and bad knees and a funky back, yeah, it's a little tough. I can't stand on my feet like I used to. I can't schlep plants like I used to. I can't get down to the ground like I used to. There's a lot of stuff I can't used to do. Anyhow, I'm looking forward to the future. It feels very strange walking out of one. I mean, this is like closing a door, man. This is really bizarre. Ben used to be here. Now he's not. He used to walk through the days with me. Now he doesn't. And so walking into the future without him, all the changes that are going to happen in this coming year, blows my mind. What's it going to be like? What is going to come of this? I'm looking forward to the freedom that it is going to afford me. I'm looking forward to being able to find a new place, being able to find a new community, because I will be moving from Portland. Most all of you know this. I will be moving from Portland after spending all but 12 years of my life here. Or I should say longer than that. But anyway, I lived in the Portland area since I was 12. And I am going to be 64 in April. So I'm really ready to move on and to start something new. I've had a lot of plans rumbling around in my brain, a lot of hopes and dreams, and I don't know what of those is going to come to fruition or not. So anyhow, laying all of those down on a list and just letting them just be there, Not going to worry about them, not going to fret about them. I'm just going to take it one day at a time. And I think that's important, and I think I kind of want to stress that for all of us. We can get wrapped up in our plans for the coming year, and the year may be one that frustrates us and doesn't enable us to see those plans come to pass. And we will be better suited, better able to meet those disappointments if we haven't held those things too tightly, those plans too tightly. If we've been able to let them come as they will and be built as they may, and doing what we know we can do and not trying to force things to happen that won't happen. So I'm working hard at doing that. Being kind to myself. I can be very hard on myself. A lot of us can be hard on ourselves. As they say, we are our own worst critics. And no one is more critical of an artist than the artists themselves, usually. I see that it started getting a little sprinkly here, so I'm not going to be able to be here very long. I'm going to have to move. I might do that right now. Oh, let me pause this. Okay, I got up. That was pretty graceful, actually. I got up and I got to haul the chair back. And I'll just talk to you as I'm doing that. So anyway, yeah, I've got an estate to handle, and probate. That's going to be a fun job. That's a new skill I'm learning, how to be a personal representative. Doing my fiduciary duties. I've got to figure out all kinds of things. There's all kinds of things I haven't done in a while that are going to be interesting, but looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. As challenging as all of this is, it's actually pretty exciting to me because it's I almost feel like I'm digging out from under this life and into what's next, and I love that, actually. Taking the best of what this life offered me, this place, my husband, my marriage, my friends, the many, many blessings that I've had here, and I have had numerous. The community I'm in, many friends I've garnered over the years. John Unger, who was my former pastor, once told me that I was the most connected person he'd ever met here. And that's, not without good reason, because I got involved with the community. And I will probably do the same in the next community I'm a part of. Ooh, boy, it stopped raining. That was a false alarm. Happens here. We don't have the sign that says, it's gonna rain, get inside. Wouldn't that be nice? And I don't have a raincoat on. I've got this lovely green Carhartt jacket that we found in my husband's effects. I didn't even know he had it. It was in a black plastic bag. I don't know where he got it, but it fits me. Hey, bonus. Yep. So in the coming year, I'm going to go ahead and continue to work on the garden soil that I've got here. I will be planting spring vegetables. I don't see myself moving all that quickly. There's a lot to do, and those that are helping me have like regular jobs, and so I am, depending a lot on others for some of the stuff. I can't even get into where some of the stuff is. The upstairs stuff that's in the garage and the storeroom, things like that. So anyway, I'm grateful for that help. But okay, some of the things I want to do for you guys, some of the goals I have for my YouTube channel. Let's see. I would like to share a more in-depth landscape design series. Actually do a series. I'm hoping that life won't be so crazy that I can't. That's part of the reason I haven't, is because everything's been overwhelming. So I'm going to work on that and get that set up. I will be doing one specific to vegetable gardens, and will be especially beneficial if you have a smaller and urban garden, though you can take these things and expand them and use them in larger plots. The concept's the same, you just change the dimensions. And I will be talking about gardening with a disability. That's the other thing I'm going to be talking about, because it's something that I have to deal with. I know there was some other things I was going to talk about. Oh, I will be talking about Four Seasons Gardens. And real soon here, I want to take you to different places around the Portland area where gardens are four seasons. We are blessed with weather that provides opportunity for us to grow so many different plants here. And there are gardens in the area that are public gardens, actually, that capture the Four Seasons Garden quite well. So I want to take you to Elk Rock for one, and it's above the Willamette River. I may take you to a private garden or two. I have some friends I'm going to be tapping their shoulders to see if I can get in and take you on a little tour of their garden. Maybe have them give you the tour. Okay, what else am I going to be doing? I know there's other things. There's a lot of garden stuff. I love how plants work, so I probably will talk about that. I want to do a one on plant roots, something we don't often think about, but as a propagator I found very interesting, and I will show you some of the cool things I discovered and give you some tips and tricks on dividing plants. That will probably be pretty soon. I would say by February, maybe the first part of March, because it's a great time to get plants divided and get them resettled before they start growing, especially hosta. Do the hostas before they poke their little noses out of the ground. There's a reason why. I'll be talking about how to get the most divisions out of a plant. I'm an ace at that. Yeah, my boss once told one of my coworkers that she's never seen anybody be able to get as many plants out of a clump as I could. And I didn't even realize I was doing it. It's just because I kind of was obsessive about it, I guess. But anyhow, it's something that's really enjoyable and a great way to produce plants that you can give away or increase the plants in your beds. Let me see, what else am I going to do? I may talk about the pluses and minuses of these raised boxes that been built for me. And I found one or two things that I think might have made them better, but they're actually one of the best sets of boxes we've ever had, and they're so gorgeous. It's hard to say anything bad about them, but anyway, I guess the boxes themselves, there's only probably one thing, but I will talk about that. I will talk about some of that in the videos. And let me see, the other thing, oh shoot, I didn't write the list down. I tried, but here we are again, just chatting, and I suppose that's okay. You know, it's like you're standing next to me, and if I wasn't so insecure about it, it would really feel like you're standing next to me. But let me see. What do I want to say? I don't know. This is awkward silence. Anyhow, oh, I was going to let you know. Someone was asking me what I was going to do for New Year's Eve, and I had to laugh. Being almost 64 years old, my idea of celebrating New Year's is falling asleep at 9, waking up a couple minutes before as neighbors start making a lot of noise, getting up and banging on a pan, saying Happy New Year out the door, and going back to sleep. That might be as much celebrating as I do. Yeah, so. But I'm looking forward to the new year, what it brings. I will be sharing more about things as they come along and all of that. Oh, I should have put this at the front. I need to learn how to edit videos. That's number one on my list for my YouTube, is edit videos. Learn how to edit. I know it's not super hard. There's some basic stuff, and then you can go deep dive if you want. So I'm going to learn the basics. Also, I have an email address, and I have a mailing address for anybody who wants to send me a note, or if you feel generous and want to send a package of something. It is a UPS address, so it's a street address, not a post office box, which is good. And I was so glad to get it. You know, I've been using it for seeds, you know, Baker Creek seeds. Oh, which reminds me, I'm going to be having a giveaway. Yeah. I am right at about 800 subscribers now. And when I get to 2,000, I will be, or excuse me, when I get to 1,000, 2,000, I can't, where did I get that number? When I get to 1,000, I will be doing a giveaway. So I want you guys to have a heads up about that and let your friends know. Also, if you have a video that you've enjoyed in the numerous videos that I've put out since I think last May was when I started, if you would go ahead and share those with people, that would be appreciated. I'm not prone to want to beg, but if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. And I will beg for the likes. Those are free and easy. And if you want to be sure that you don't miss the notification about the giveaway when I reach 1,000, be sure you hit that bell. Yeah, so anyhow, as I end this video, I'm just going to take you on a quick little tour, kind of show you what's going on. A few things have changed here, but there's still some fun things to see. So I'm going to turn this around and we're going to aim it at what I want you to see. These are salvias and lemon verbena. Try to get that to focus good. I can't tell if it's focusing. The garden beds, you can see how good they look. I'm not sure if I'm going to wait until the crimson clover actually blooms or not. I may not. I may get it before then. Oh, and look at this. This is what I love. See that? I love that stuff. The kale is beautiful. And in a previous video, I talked about my little friends down there, my little gnomes. Those were 2 of the 5 that Ben had given me for Christmas that I gave new clothes. Yeah. And I've got, some of you may not have seen this very well in a previous video, but that there, that is Eve, and she's made out of hypertufa. That's something I'd like to find a form for and be able to do, and do some glass over top of them. Yeah, the garden is really very winter-like right now. The Vancouveria ground cover that's a native here, so beautiful. That favorite bird bath that I love so much, and the birds love too. And you can see how tall that has gotten. It's, let's see, 1, 2, probably about 4 feet tall. And it would continue growing if I let it. I will probably be cutting part of it back and propagating it. That's the purple-leaved collards tree. My scented geraniums, everything's just still up. It may, before the end of February, go down, but it's not right now. And the gold, that gold bay plant, that's culinary bay, the gold-leaved one in the blue pot, and the other things there. So anyhow, I hope that you could see that all well enough. I'll have to look back on it. I may cut it out. Maybe I'll have to edit this video as my first video. Anyhow, I just want to thank you. Thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you for your encouraging words, for subscribing and liking and sharing and hitting that notification bell. Thank you, those of you who have taken the time to send a little note, who have messaged me on Facebook. Yes, I have a Facebook account. And I'm not too hard to find, actually. I'll try to find a link for it, try to get a link up on my account here. So it's my personal account, but it's always public. There's very few times it's ever not public. So I realize that nothing's sacred in this life, especially now that we have the internet. The interwebs are the nosiest places. So anyhow, I'm going to call it good. I need to go get some lunch, and I hope you all have a very safe and happy New Year's Eve, and Happy New Year to you all. I look forward to seeing you in 2020. God bless.